Becoming a better Warzone player is tough, especially if you have to play with randoms and duos, trios, and squad lobbies. That's why I'm going to be teaching you how to go from bot to pro with very simple but very important tips, tricks, and strategies to get better at Warzone. Now make sure you only try to implement 1 or 2 of these tips at a time to basically master those. And you can come back to the video anytime you need to get more of these tips and learn more. Now, I wanted to mix things up a bit today. I wanted to put myself in a random trios lobby, so I'd have to wait for respawn time, or I'd have to make the loadouts more expensive, and I wanted to die a few extra times than normal to wait for that respawn timer, like I said. Now, even though I die 3 times and have to wait for a minute and a half for a respawn timer, I still dropped 23 kills. And that's because of my decision making and how I basically play this game. I know when to take 1v1s, and even though I push fights I probably shouldn't be pushing, I know how to win them because of my movement and outplay potential. Now, if you like my content, make sure you drop a sub and comment what your favorite part of the video was, and if it helped you. With that being said, let's jump right in. The first thing we're going to be talking about is your landing spot. This is the first thing you have control of in the game. Me personally, I lane control every game because that's the spot I'm most comfortable with. I know where all the loot's at, I know where all the jump spots are, and I'm familiar with all the cash. So, what I see a mistake a lot of people make is they land different spots every game. You should be landing where you're most comfortable at, but preferably the same spot every game, so you can outplay and outfinesse your enemies better and like get to that first gun and get your loadout first. Just lane wherever you're comfortable and stick to that one spot. So when I lane control here and I see this floor loot model L, I'm picking this up so I can third-party teams with it. You should know your floor loot checklist, like what guns are good, and to know what guns are bad. So the second I pick this up and I see these people right here spawning in, they don't have any guns. They got a pistol and 2 plates. Yeah, I may have 2 plates, but I got a meta model L I'm going to be able to challenge them immediately with. So make sure you know your floor loot checklist and what guns are like meta and all that. So once I get this knock here, I'm going to wait for that dude to res so I can steal that kill. This gives you more kills and like more information, so make sure you try to steal as many kills as possible. Something that I do that a lot of y'all don't is acting on sound cues. Right there I heard his parachute pull, so I'm going to third party this, well, chase him genuinely. So once I get him cracked, I jump down here, but my teammate does end up stealing the kill. But the second I see the Squid Game skin with no guns, I'm going to chase him with my pistol since I have the health advantage. Now, I put myself in an unnecessary situation by chasing him out into the open and getting so far close to get the thirst that I get shot in the back. Now, this is what a lot of y'all do, and even me sometimes, is we put ourselves in unnecessary situations and end up going down for it. I recommend trying to get the thirst from an angle or just not even chasing the dude in general. So make sure you keep this in your mind and don't put yourself in unnecessary situations like I did there. Another thing I want to talk about is our regain spot. So a lot of y'all just wander around wondrously looking for guns, looking for a place to regain, and not really have a plan. So here I land at this little shack every single time I die at control center every single game, because like I said, where we land is where we have the most control of, because I know there's going to be 2 crates in this building and maybe a gun on the floor, but I know there's going to be tons of money in here, so I know I can afford my SMG, and there's a tunnel down here, so once I jump down here, I suddenly have enough for my SMG, which gives me the potential to outplay and finesse my enemies better and hold off until loadout. One of the most important tips is the strafe while shooting. This happens when you move your left stick left, right, and backwards while shooting. It'll increase your aim assist and make you harder target hit. So right there, I strafed while shooting, which made me a harder target hit, and like these 2 kills, I'm going to show y'all again. I'm strafing right, and then I slide past this enemy and then jump strafe to the right. Jump strafing is when you jump and strafe at the same time, because you'll get more kills and make you harder target hit again. The most important tip for fighting outnumbered is to isolate your 1v1. So right there when I see the Squid Game skin duck, I'm going to use this wall to like break his line of sight and strafe and get this enemy killed right here. So once I knock this enemy, it suddenly opens up a 1v1 for me, so I can take this gunfight here, and I only win because I jump strafe left and right. And isolating your 1v1s is something I struggled with a lot, and no one taught me how to do this until I asked my coach, like, hey, how do I do this? And he literally said, hey, use your environment to break their line of sight and just use it against them. The most important tip I can give you, and this is kind of coming at your game sense area, is reacting to your minimap pings. So after I get this kill right here, my eyes immediately shoot to my minimap. And how to read your minimap is, if there's an up arrow above the dot, it means he's above you. If there's an arrow below the dot, it means he's below you. And if there's no arrow at all, it means he's on your level. And how to tell where they're moving to is, if it's moving away on the minimap, it means they're running away. If it's coming towards you on the minimap, it means he's pushing you. Now, with this information, I push up here after I pick up this jackal, and I get this kill because I know where he's at and he doesn't know where I'm at. Now, this dude does get first shot off, but using the doorway, I'm able to kind of break his line of sight and like slide around him and then get this kill here.
Marking the rest of them.
Another tip I can give you is to move first, shoot second. So when I come up here, I get shot at. So instead of standing here still shooting, I'm going to move up on him and jump backwards and then start shooting. So like doing this opens up a window for me to like take less damage. Because if I would have taken one more bullet there, I'm 100% going down. But since I moved first and shot second, I end up winning that gunfight. I'm pretty comfortable with this jackal. A tip to get free wall hacks is to hit the up arrow on your D-pad. This will give you a live ping, and you can shoot enemies through walls and see where they're moving to, or see if they stay there. So right there, I'm able to wall bang this enemy and like get him very low. So I push up on him with my SMG. I'm able to get this kill here. Now, another tip is to pay attention to your cash flow. So right here, I'm looking at my money, and I'm gonna go ahead and get loadout and UAV down so that I can see where everyone's at and have my guns. Now, since I'm pretty comfortable with this jackal I got from someone, I'm gonna go ahead and push these like 12 people with it. So I wouldn't recommend pushing like entire 3 teams at a time. I'd recommend like pushing one team or like a 1v1. But since this was a randoms video on like how to go from bot to pro, I went ahead and did it, put myself in an unnecessary situation. And this is kind of a high risk, high reward situation. And I got like 6 kills doing this and only died once. So make sure you be careful when doing this and make sure you act on minimap pings such as UAVs.
Target down. Marking the rest of them.
Another important, simple tip, but is very crucial, is the center of your crosshairs. This means put the crosshair in the center of your screen from chest to head level. Right here, when I ADS, since it was already in the center of my screen, I'm at chest and head level, so I'm able to kill that dude quicker. Same with that person. Whenever the straw skin tries to come back around on me, since I have it like chest to head level, I get the shot off on his head and I'm able to get that kill a lot quicker. So make sure you do this if you want to get more kills and become a better Warzone player, because this is crucial for fighting outnumbered. So the best tip for Rebirth Island and Warzone in general is to buy UAVs and portable radars. So I'm going to buy a portable radar here, which gives me like around a small area of where enemies are at. UAV covers the entire map. So once I buy this portable radar and I throw it down in my liking of any area, then it's going to tell me where all the enemies are at in that area, so I have a better sense of where they're coming from, where they're pushing to, and how many there are. So you can use this when you're fighting outnumbered, or even most important thing, when you're playing with randoms, since cash flow is a lot harder to come by, since teammates are going to steal your money. So make sure that you buy UAVs and portable radars, especially when you're playing with randoms. Another tip you should be doing is holding back and playing your positioning. Right here, I get this first knock, but I can't get the thirst, so I'm kind of like holding back, waiting for one of these people to push outside to make a mistake. And when you know it, this dude right here makes a mistake, comes outside, so I'm able to get this knock, and then I'll take a different position to get the thirst. Also, you should be taking different angles to get thirst from safe angles so you don't get shot at. Right here, it's kind of stupid as I was out in the open, but I do react to these minimap pings and end up pushing up on them.
All squad mates are in the safe zone. Gas is closing in.
Subsensitive. Another tip that'll help you get more kills is the 3 R's: replate, reposition, and reload. So you can win gunfights without plates, so I recommend you reload first. So right there, I repositioned to a different angle and caught this enemy off guard. And since he didn't know I was here, I ended up getting this kill because I caught him off guard. Now, repositioning means like you get one knock, reposition to a different spot that you didn't peek from before, get another knock, then take a different angle that you didn't peek from, and then go back to one of the angles peeked from before if you're fighting 4 people. But there I was only fighting 2, so I only needed to do that once. So make sure you do this if you want to get better at Call of Duty and just get more kills. I can't see, bro. I'm still on PlayStation.
Win this thing.
UAV available for tasking.
Your squad mate is redeploying.
Another tip is knowing when a fight is non-approachable. It's right there. There were so many people up top prison, and I heard them, and I knew there's some people down on my level that I probably shouldn't have pushed that, because I knew for like a fact I was going to go down. But like I said, I wanted to put myself in unnecessary situations to die a lot more to get this gameplay. Now, I am at 19 kills, and it is second circle. And right there, I'm still on pace when I spawn back in, because my loadout is right over there at living quarters, and I can just go over there and get it and get right back into the action. So I recommend that you don't put yourself in unnecessary situations and not put yourself into multiple teams. Just try to find 1v1s or 1v2s.
I hate it when you leave me.
Get off.
Wait a second, this game's almost up, literally
Are you playing
almost.
with?
No one.
Are you talking to somebody?
No.
Where did somebody go?
He had to get off.
He got in trouble. He got a whooping.
He does not get whoops.
He gets spanked. I meant.
Practically matches with a well. Wow.
Remaining operators from that squad. Hunt them down.
Sipping on promethazine. Sipping on promethazine.
Wish I had information.
So these two tips are very important. Knowing when to back off gunfights and breaking lines of sight. So right here, didn't feel comfortable taking this gunfight, so I back off and then I break the line of sight. This means I get around cover, boom, broken line of sight, broke their line of sight, broke their line of sight, all the way to grandma's. I'm breaking their line of sight. So whenever you get a gut feeling like, hey, I might not win this gunfight, just back off. Like I said in my last video, the beginner's guide, go check it out if you're a beginner at Warzone. I said, sometimes I struggle with this. I still struggle with this to this day, chat. Like, my gut will tell me, hey, you're not going to win this gunfight, dude. Just back off, back off. And I won't back off just because I think in my mind, I'm going to win this, and I end up losing it. So make sure you back off gunfights. So right here, prime example. I get this knock, but there's two up there, so I'm just going to go ahead and back off because I don't want to risk dying there.
I knew where it was, Melissa. I knew where it was.
Hold it there.
Please don't kill me.
Bro, you gotta die. I ain't gonna lie.
Resurgence has been deactivated.
Ask her
This is
for my
the end
video.
game. Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the sky.
So in-game happens once respawn disables, and once in-game happens,
My lobbies are so sweaty.
you should be playing less aggressive and trying to rotate early. What this means is trying to rotate early, like get in zone before everybody else, try to get a piece of high ground. But what's high ground? It's a piece that's like higher up on the map and not lower, and it also has some cover on it. So right here, this AC unit I have against these people that are out of zone. They may have high ground if that part was in zone, but I have high ground compared to them since I am zone. So having high ground in zone always compares high ground outside of zone. And you can also use this against them to hold them out, so they either have to make a long rotation or to stay in gas. Now, the only time it's ever okay to rotate late is if someone just did what I told you to do, rotating early and getting high ground, and then you should make a long rotation into gas with stems, a gas mask, or PDS. If you don't got any of those, then you probably shouldn't do that.
This is 21 kills.
It's not good.
Wait, you're not getting anything better. Do you understand? Get out of the bedroom.
Since we are about to clutch up this epic 23 kill dub, I want to go ahead and ask y'all to subscribe. And just remember, if my videos ain't top notch edited or thumbnails ain't top notch like the big time creators, I am a 15-year-old editing on a PS5 in his bedroom, which I'm saving up for a laptop to edit my videos and thumbnails on. So, and if you found this video helpful, make sure you comment down below what it helped you with and what part was your favorite, and comment what kind of content I should do next. 'Cause I'm thinking about doing spectating videos on spectating random people and giving them tips on how they can improve. And let's jump right back into the gameplay.
On me. Over there.
I'm gonna go ahead and go set up.
Got him. 1v1. 2v1, I mean. For the win, let's go. Ha ha ha. That's it, chat. Like and subscribe.